alligator hunting. They have an alligator hunting school. I'd go to school first too if I was hunting alligators. Luckily, lobsters don't bite back. But we're going to talk about some lobstering with Steve Campbell from Quiescence Diving Services. He's come down here because I don't know much about lobstering, and it's cool because I'm down here. I'm his neighbor this week at Chica Lodge, and he's in Key Largo. So he's going to tell us a little about what we need to do if we're going to go catch some lobsters. What do we need to get our hands on when we want to get out there and get after these things?
Well, Dave, thanks for having me on here.
No worries.
And we've read about it, we've seen the video on it, now we're going to do it.
Right, right.
Obviously, you need mask, fins, and snorkel. You got to be able to see them.
Right.
And some safety items to start with. You have various snorkel vests, things of this nature, like so.
To provide extra flotation.
Flotation and visibility.
Right.
Because boaters are out there. Our weekends are kind of crazy, so you want to be seen in the water. This gives you great visibility, so it's safety for yourself.
And this is one of those flags we're talking about, a dive
Absolutely.
flag, obviously.
You got to fly the flag.
And it has, what'd you say? It has to have one of these little things in it too,
It's
right?
got a stiffener in it. It has to be of proper size. Regulated flag is 20 by 26 inches.
And that's that one right there.
That's this guy right here.
Anything smaller than that is no bueno.
That's correct.
And how far do people have to stay towards the flag?
As a diver snorkeler,
As a diver snorkeler guy.
we need to be within 300 feet of our flag.
Okay.
100 yards.
And boats, they can't be within that
Within
far.
that. So it creates a buffer zone. That's for our protection. So
Okay.
boaters have to stay 300 feet away from the flag. We need to stay 300 feet within the flag.
I gotcha.
And
All right.
that's our safety margin.
So now, you know, we've heard a lot about, you know, these lobsters and where they are and everything. I've always, you know, I'm a little timid when it comes to reaching in and grabbing one and all that. How do you go about it so you can eliminate the chance of that thing grabbing hold of you? That's an ugly critter to me.
We have the tickle stick.
Okay.
They get the name spiny lobster for a reason. They have very sharp spines on them. You also need to wear protective gloving. And with the tickle stick, it's just real simple. It's a little stealth technology.
So how do you approach one once you see it down there to keep it from shooting away?
Well, you want to come in as a slow attack to it. If you come in like a grouper, hard and fast, or a nurse shark charging onto it,
Right.
As a predator, us being the predator, they're going to feel threatened. They're going to run inside their hole, and they're gone.
Once they go in the hole, it's hard to get them out?
Done. Well, if they're in there, that's what this device is for.
So what do you do with that?
You take this, you slowly work it down onto the tail, you can tap him out, you can literally walk the lobster out of its hole.
Just from tapping him on the behind and he'll walk out.
You can maneuver him, you can actually kind of guide him as to where you want him to be, so you can grab him to pick him up, put him in your bag.
And you just, once you get him out where you want to, you just give him a grab?
You got to be fast.
Or do you use one of these? What is this thing here?
This is called a snare. This is another device. Again, you want to check with your local jurisdiction, different guidelines and registrations and rules as to how to use this and where it's applicable. But basically, you put the tail into this. You can use this as a tickle stick as well to walk him out. You put this around his tail.
Right.
And if I were to grab you as a lobster like that, I'll pull it tight and I've got you.
And that doesn't come off
Doesn't
either,
come
right?
off.
And then you just put him in another bag,
Put him in a bag. You have a simple mesh bag like this.
Well, show me the trick bag. You've got a trick bag.
You got another
down there.
bag like this. It has a throat to it.
So
this is a one-way bag.
I can imagine it would be kind of hard to get them in here sometimes.
Sometimes it is.
Without this kind of
tail
thing.
first is always best. Lobsters like to retreat back into a safety area, so they think
so
they're
you put him in there, he'll go in there on his own.
They'll slide in automatically.
I gotcha.
This is just another little device. It's got a trap door onto it, like a funnel. You put them in this way, and they're not going to try to come out here.
Right.
Also has a zipper on the bottom, so it makes it easier
to dump them out. And what's this little thing here you got?
This is your lobster gauge. One of the most important features you got to have is this. This is our measuring device.
This tells me how big my lobster can be.
That's correct.
So how big is this here?
This is a 3-inch piece right here, and you measure it from the horns to the back of the carapace.
The top of his head,
top
the back
of the head, back to where the tail begins. And the lobster has to be at least this big or larger.
And if he's not, you got to throw him back.
Too small,
and you also mentioned something else to me about how long his tail was.
Yeah, tails have to be 5.5 inches long. A lot of people don't know that.
No matter how big that is.
He can be the size of the carapace, but the tail also has to be
five inches.
That's correct.
Well, there you go. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate it coming in here. I told you that would go quick, didn't it?
Very quick.
We could keep talking.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, brother.